Overton of Excalibur.
And you heard it, Casey Overton. This is her last performance, her last competition, 4th round, final round, 4th rotation, now on the floor exercise.
2.5 punch front, good combination. She, of course, competes for Excalibur Gymnastics. Some of their former greats, Dana Folletti and Alexis Brion. I saw them last week in Alabama. They compete for the University of Alabama. There were 10,000 excited fans to watch a dual meet between Alabama and LSU. And Nikki Butler, one of their other former gymnasts, competed for LSU. So several of their athletes have made it into the collegiate ranks. The rules in NCAA collegiate gymnastics similar to the rules in junior Olympic gymnastics. Not as difficult as the Olympic level. That's why we're seeing scores a little bit higher here today than we saw
Casey Overton of
last summer.
Casey Overton's last 2 tumbling passes.
Very clean double twist. Lay out front full. Well done.
And her score, 9.6 for Casey Overton on the floor. Corey Hartung, and kind of an elegant athlete, now taking her turn on the uneven parallel bars.
She's a very complete gymnast. Good form, good mechanics, plenty of power.
The individual apparatus leaders among 17 and older after 3 rotations on vault.
Nice transition to the low bar and back to the high bar. Fulfilling those requirements. Good body line. Nice technique in the Giants. All right. She can do a more difficult dismount, but that was a smart way to play that routine.
Corey Hartung in contention in her age group.
He gets a hug there from Kelly Hill. Hill's Gymnastics in Gaithersburg. Not bad.
Her score, 9.3 for Corey Hartung.
9.4.
Julie Cotter's had a good meet. Now her last event of the competition. The 14-year-old from the Parkettes group, the powerhouse home team. Julie Cotter.
Like many of these young gymnasts, she began at 5.5 years of age. Favorite event actually is the vault. Full in pike, clean and effortless. She says her ultimate dream would be the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, China. To see those hyperextended knees on the landing.
Yep, you mentioned that earlier.
She did an Arabian double front and landed with locked legs. It looked like her left leg was locked, and maybe even the right slightly. I'm amazed she's still going.
Oh, looked like she favored the left leg there.
You know, many of these gymnasts have hyperextended legs just for the extension and the execution, and so it's always important to try to slightly flex your knees when you land those, especially those forward tumbling moves, because you can jam your knees or your lower back by misjudging those blind landings, flipping forward.
I would assume. There she is again.
Look at how much power she still has. Apparently, she's been through this before. Perhaps she has slightly hyperextended her knees before, but she's not holding back at all. Beautiful pike double at the end.
Very nice by Julie Cotter.
Julie Cotter.
And we'll look forward to.
Yeah, this is tough to look at because I know you and I both have had reconstructed knees. This is the Arabian double front, and watch the left leg.
Oh
my
yeah.
Goodness. Hopefully she's okay. I'm amazed she could continue.
Yeah, and had 2 more very difficult passes after that. You could see it buckle just a hair there.
Still
oh, look, there you go. Sure enough, as she comes to the sideline, and yeah, we weren't wrong. 9.725, but that had to hurt. Boy, the greater part of her performance after she strained the knee. Sherry Gies from Wilmore Club in the 11 to 13 age category. Our first look at her on the beam this time. These are the youngest of our competitive groups here at the Parkettes this year.
This is the age group where it's likely the next Olympic team will come from. Most of these athletes, 2008, will be in that 15 turning 16 age range or older. That, in many cases, is the optimal age for world-class gymnasts. Although 2 of the gymnasts on the recent Olympic team for the U.S. One was 25, one was 26.
Yeah. How old was Nadia in her last Olympics?
Her last Olympics, she was 19. All right, a simple layout, but I like her execution. Very pretty line throughout.
Let's take a look at Shelby one more time and see what the judges thought of her performance on the balance beam. The score's 9.175. It comes out for Shelby on the balance beam. Geralen Stack-Eaton, one of the stars of this meet. Her final exercise of the event. 15-year-old on the floor exercise.
She says she likes all 4 events equally. Doesn't have a particular favorite. She's homeschooled. Many of these top national and international competitors are homeschooled. Most of them work out 6-7 hours a day. So for a handful of athletes, homeschooling is the right option. Not for many. Oh, what a beautiful high full in pike. I love the technique on that.
Very nice.
Good stuff.
Appropriate last performer of the meet has the stage to herself, Bart, in front of the entire crowd, all the young competitors right now. Oh boy.
Nice.
Beautiful series. She performs to all that jazz.
Music selection, of course, is part of the entire composition. You know, if you can really get a catchy song that pulls the audience into your performance,
just beautiful lines to her dance moves.
One of the good things about a catchy tune is everybody's into it, and they help you with this last tumbling pass. When you're tired, you have a lot of people cheering for you. Oh, what a beautiful takeoff. She is a magical tumbler.
Listen to the crowd. Geralen Stack-Eaton. Lou, who loves Mary Lou Retton. All the Parkette's gymnasts gather. Look back.
Take a look at this pass. That's the Arabian double front somersault. She's one of the quickest athletes in terms of her takeoff position. From the back handspring, she stands up so quickly into her first tumbling pass at full in pike.
And one last look, focus, last run.
Watch how quickly she stands up right there, which allows her to pull that around easily. That's great stuff.
Just lovely. What a marvelous way to end another Parkette's Invitational. Perhaps the star performer playing to the entire crowd. When we come back, we'll find out how she did on her last exercise of the evening, and we'll look at the winners and the top performers from Parkette's 2005. Bart, Connor, and I come right